Okay, ready. Time for school. Time for school. Actually, this is pretty serious stuff today. I usually just make fun of government programs, but I watch government programs all the time. Because I started doing this stuff like 30, 40 years ago, and helping fat cats get all this stuff. And now what I want to do is help the average person do it, because they're going to get all this stuff, because they used to hire me where I charged thousands and thousands of dollars to get the stuff for them. Now I try to do it for as cheap as possible so the average person knows about. Now, but I started looking at Trump Care, whatever they want to call it. I was actually, sort of a little bit, hopeful that Trump would come into town and just change this goddamn system, but change it in a way that would help the average person, and not just the fat cats. The fat cats are the ones getting all the wealth in our society. So we're growing as a country. The amount of extra money we're creating and everything is growing, but it's all going to the fat cats. The average wage stays the same, and the wealth just starts accumulating more and more. And when you look at the health care, the Trump Care thing that just came out. Now, this is just an analysis I found on Salon magazine. I don't know, it's one of those hoi-polloi political things, that people in this town even take advantage. But they did analysis. Actually, their analysis was from another think tank, that spends their lifetime doing this stuff. And they looked at the Obamacare, or not Obamacare, but what's going to be Trump Care, okay? Now, they're both screwed up, but this is getting worse, I think. Now, I think that Trump ought to call it the I don't care, not Trump Care, but just I don't care. Listen to this. It seems like, the swamp is getting deeper, because I thought this guy would drain this swamp and get rid of it. Listen, here's what that looks like in Trump Care so far. Okay, they're going to cut the subsidies for low-income people. Okay, so that's when people can't afford insurance. What they have now under the Obamacare program, they give you a subsidy to help you pay for the insurance. Gone. Okay, this is reverse. I can't do that. I forgot about doing the right. I'll put all these notes up on another entry, and also a link to my source of information. So they're going to cut the subsidies for low-income people. Also, they're going to raise the premiums, the cost for older people, seniors, people like me. It's going to cost more no matter what income you have. So that's going to go up. So it's going to cost more. They're going to give less money for poor people to buy insurance. Plus, there's higher deductions for the sick. Okay, so you're going to pay more for your insurance. Plus, millions are going to lose their insurance because of Medicaid. They're trying to get rid of that because so many, like 10, 20 million people are able to get insurance now because they raised the income limit for Medicaid. And now they're going to drop that, and so millions are going to lose their insurance. So in other words, people are not going to get their grant money to help pay for their health insurance, those people that need it, low-income people. Premiums, the payments for insurance are going to go up for seniors, and there's going to be higher deductions, and then millions are going to lose. But, like all good government programs, there are some people who are going to win. Now listen to this. This is just astounding to me. Okay, in the bill, there's a tax benefit. Okay, now the tax benefit is going to give $275 billion. $275 billion. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. But I don't know what a billion is. But actually, they say if you spend $1,000 a day since the day Christ was born, I think that's like $1 billion. But there's $275 billion. Okay, now you know who that $275 billion is going to? People who make over $200,000 a year. So we have health care, supposedly helping poor people. We're going to cut the money there, and then we're going to give $275 billion to everybody making $200,000 or more. Man, and that's what I mean. It has to be called the I don't care bill. Yeah. Now, what's $275? $275 billion. Okay, here's what it can be. Food stamps, they call it SNAP now. This is money we give to people low income to make sure they have food, right? That's important. We want to take care of people. That's good. I think that's what communities are for. That's what Jesus says, right? We help each other. Yeah. In need. So now that, all the food stamps, and they're trying to cut that, I'm sure, but that budget is $75 billion. So right now, the total budget for food stamps is actually only $70 billion because it dropped the last couple of years. We give out $70 billion for poor people for food. But in the health care bill, so-called health care bill, we're going to give $275 billion to people making $200,000 or more. So all the rich people are going to get $275 billion. That's 4 times the amount that we give to people who need food. Wow. Now, what the hell do these rich people need that for? It's just astounding to me. That's, I mean, they're making it legal. That's why you see, what I see, and no matter every administration, that's what I was hoping this would be different. Everybody comes to town, and the rich people control it, so they make sure they see, it's easier for them to market Capitol Hill than to develop a new product that people need, because they could go and change the law on Capitol Hill and get $275 billion. Wow! Now that's worth lobbying for, isn't it? That's easier than creating something. And that's what. So $275 billion we're going to give the people. Here's how it breaks down too. Okay, for people who make like $500,000 to $1 million, they're going to get $4,700. So if you're making $500,000 to $1 million, you're going to get from the government $4,700. If you're poor, or if you're middle class, or if you're aging, or if you're sick, you're going to give the government more money. So somehow they figured it out how the rich could get more money in a health care bill, and the poor people, everybody else, will get less money. Wow! I mean, that's just an incredible. I mean, they make it legal. I guess what they're trying to do is legalize immorality. I mean, it fucking sounds immoral to me, doesn't it? You're giving all this money to the rich people, and they say, "Oh no, you can't have cancer treatment. No, you can't have food. You can't have." Wow! I mean, where's the morality of this stuff? Also, now, if you're a millionaire, here's what you get. See, that's over $1 million. They get $54,000 apiece. Isn't that amazing? $54,000. You're a millionaire in this country. You're going to get $54,000 from the health care bill, the Trump bill, the I don't care bill. A millionaire gets $54,000 each. The low-income person who needed a couple $100 to pay for health care, they get that taken away. Yeah. Wow, where the hell are we? Okay, now here's the other, what's the most amazing thing to me. It is the richest people. Okay, now the richest people, that's people, there's 400 people, the richest people by income in this country, making like $300,000 or more in this country. Okay, now they're each getting $7 million apiece. That's fantastic to me. I just can't imagine. That's why it keeps me, it's so entertaining, to watch what's going on in Washington. That's why it's fun to watch all this stuff and how they frame this. I mean, they're helping the country somehow, yeah. And then in the fine print, man, they get all these tax cuts. And see, if it's a tax cut, they could give out, there's no limits. There's no limits on all this. That's the thing. On the high income stuff, the stuff they give for high income, there's no limits. On the low income, they maximize it. Okay, so now to recap, in Trump Care or the I Don't Care bill, they're going to give out $275 billion to people making $200,000 or more, and they're going to cut subsidies for the low income. They're going to make the insurance costs more for seniors. They're going to make higher deductions, and millions are going to lose their Medicaid. Wow, doesn't that? And, and it's so funny. I really had some little hopes that this guy would come to town and really care for for the people who are pissed off with the current system. But to me, when you're using the government to be your printing factory. So that's why every rich people, that's why they hang around Washington. That's why you even see his cabinets, all rich people. You could come to town here and get a law changed where the government will give you all the money you need and you make it legal. It may not be moral, but as long as it's legal, like like in the tax system, they say, oh, I don't pay taxes because it's all legal. Well, who cares? It's immoral sometimes. Why should we live in a society that allows you to be immoral? As long as it's legal. Well, actually what I do too now is finding a lot of other healthcare. There's a lot of free healthcare services, free dental service, healthcare services, even stuff for pets. And that's why I'm trying to accumulate those. So. If you look at Lesko.com, I'll help you research those. See, but it's different in every city. It's different every place you live. So that's why I can't give you one source or whatever that really takes digging research. So either let me help you find out how to research for this good stuff, or I'll do it for you. And that's what I'm trying to do, is make sure that you know about this help, because there is help out there. It takes effort. But the important thing is that you get the health you need. I mean, before Obamacare, really people called me up and they didn't have health care and they postponed it and they were dying. A friend of a friend died. I was talking to him ways before and he didn't have health care. This is terrible. We should not live in a country like this. And now we're going to make it harder again. Obamacare, a bunch of problems too, but boy, and when you use an excuse like this to sneak in $275 billion, so that's 4 times the amount we spend on food for the poor. 4 times. How do they do this? It just there has to be something going on. Wow. So watch this. It's they know how to sell it. Actually, what I'm thinking, it's like infomercials, man. To me, I was one of the infomercial kings. How to sell things, Because if I came out on an infomercial and told you, hey, it's a lot of work, how to get this money, you may get it, you may not. It takes some effort and things like this. And, that's not salesmanship, particularly if I only have a minute ad to say. So I'll say, how to get $1,000 in 13 seconds or something like that, or thinner thighs in 30 days. That's how you sell things, and that's how they're selling this. It's too bad because it's people's lives. And this is so important. But they have the guts to sneak in $275 billion on a sham that you're paying for. Plus, then you can't pay for health care, and few of us can. So let me know how I could help. I'm going to have something, hope to be up tomorrow again, too, and talk about how to get the new program. I'm doing research every day for people, and that's what I'm doing, custom research. So I'm taking the neat programs I find and share them with you. So I'm going to do like a highlight reel of the neatest programs I found this week, and I hope to do that tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I'll put the link on here on my, what do you call it, on Facebook at the beginning, the link to this article that shows you all this data, and so you want to check it out, okay? And then if I could help you in some way, that's leskotutor.com. Yeah, healthcare is still pretty important.